All right, so we got some exciting, challenging news. We got some exciting, challenging news. Last Thursday, WTC, World Triathlon Corporation, which owns Ironman, postponed the Ironman World Championships from October to February 6th. That's a lot to digest right there. They also postponed the Ironman 70.3 World Championships, set to take place the last weekend in November in New Zealand, indefinitely. They don't have a rescheduled date yet. Last weekend in November to indefinite at this time. It's a lot. That's a lot of news for anybody to take, right? So what does that all mean? Well, for most every triathlete, it puts a lot of uncertainty into, are we going to be able to race this year? Are we going to be able to race KONA? Are we going to be able to race KONA ever? So I've been a professional triathlete since 2005. It's how I make my living. I actually don't make a living from Rooster Sports, Dimond Bikes, make money from sponsors, from prize money and from bonuses from my sponsors. That's how I make a living. And that's most professional athletes make money in a similar way, and most professional triathletes definitely make money that way. And so there are a few fortunate professional triathletes out there that make enough just from sponsor income that they can live and be fairly comfortable. But the reality is even the best triathletes in the world rely heavily on bonus money from sponsors and prize money. And I guess you could say that travel expenses are down for pro triathletes since we're not traveling to races, so that would help a little bit. But expenses aren't down compared to what revenue is down right now. And then the long-term aspect of that, right? If there's no races and there's nothing going on, how long can you expect a sponsor to continue to pay? I know a lot of sponsorship contracts have clauses that you must race once a quarter or so many times a year if you want to continue to get paid. And if there's no races, do you even get paid? You know, as a professional athlete, the reason you make money from sponsors, the reason you get paid is to be an ambassador to help them sell more product. And so I suppose you could be creating some value for them right now by helping them sell more product, whoever your sponsors are. For the most part, product consumption for athletes is down. So it just puts the whole world in a crazy topspin right now into what it looks like to be a professional triathlete. So I'm not really a professional triathlete right now. I'm just a guy who's a dad and an entrepreneur who's the CEO and owner of Rooster Sports, Dimond Bikes, Red Crown Cycling. That's kind of my livelihood right now, and I'm really focused on making sure that all my employees can keep their jobs, they can get paid and do this. But yeah, it's a crazy world. So that's kind of how that comes full circle to me. So let's talk about how no KONA, how that affects what's going on here at Dimond Bikes. So obviously we sell race bikes. We sell high-end race bikes, typically for triathletes, more specifically for Ironman triathletes. And without races, there's just not as much urgency to need a bike right now. So that hurts. And we should be going to expos right now. I mean, this should be the prime of our expo season. People should be test riding our bikes. People should be excited and getting ready to race, doing long training rides. And I think some of that's going on out there, but yeah, the demand is not what it was a year ago at this time, and that's a little bit tough. And I don't know, with the KONA in February, we could see some weird demand changes. I know me personally, KONA's totally out the window now. Like, I even if I wanted to train and do a race, it wouldn't be for me. The biggest reason being what I have going on at work, and then the last thing being what I have going on with my family. That's actually what I believe the key to return to racing is everybody's family. As a professional athlete, I obviously believe in sports and the power of sports, but I especially believe in the power of sports for kids. It teaches them teamwork, it teaches them motivation, it teaches them valuable skills, and physical exercise, which again is one of the most important things for your whole life. So I'm super thrilled to get on the BMX track with my kids. I've been going out there right now, and we're not the only ones out there. There's other people out there, and I think that's just fine. It is the BMX track, it's a one-way track, it has really good rules on it, and you don't have to crowd into small spaces. Practice can be done really well. Triathlon training will be done very similarly. We'll make sure the groups are no more than 10 people, provide kids an opportunity to practice and learn valuable skills to hopefully progress one day to becoming an Ironman. Whether they're professional or not makes no difference to me, but practicing those 3 skills, swimming, biking, and running, I think is a really valuable insight in life. And I can't wait to start coaching these little kids on Monday, June 1st. We gotta have activities, something for people to get excited about. So right now, I'm super excited about the opportunities in front of me, super excited about the opportunities in front of this company, and I'm super excited about the opportunities me as a triathlete. But it all begins with this opportunity with my family right now. So it all starts with the family right now. So June 1st, I'll be out there with Theo and Drew, teaching them with a bunch of other little kids, introduction into triathlon training. Super excited about it, and that's all we can do. Take the first step. If it goes well, we'll take a few more steps. If things get out of control, we'll step it back down. So the whole world's kind of turned upside down right now, and I think a lot of us could heed the advice that let's start the rebuilding process with the family and do that. And so one of the other big conflicts right now, all 3 of my kids are going to the same place right now. So my wife and I are both small business owners, so it's really important for us to work as much as we can. So all 3 of my kids are going to Little Scholars preschool full time. Yes, my kindergartner and my first grader are going to that preschool. They have a school age program for them right now. They're actually helping them do schoolwork, which is great. Next week's supposed to be the last week of school. Summer's supposed to start. My kids were both enrolled to go to Camp Hanashaw, which is a really cool outdoor summer camp, just a day camp. They take a van there in the morning, take the van back at night, but they're outside, basically outside in the woods at a real camp setting all day. But the kids get to swim every day. They get to play tennis, do karate, gymnastics, basketball, soccer, a whole bunch of skilled sports, arts and crafts, STEM activities, cool summer camp program, but it's more expensive for me. It's a longer commute time, so it's way less convenient. So now I gotta decide do I wanna drive out to Lifetime Fitness, take my kids there? Do I want to keep my kids at the daycare preschool here, which I know they'll have a pretty good time, but they won't get to swim every day and play tennis and do that kind of stuff. They get to play with their friends, which is nice, but school's out next week, so we'll get it going on. Summer vacation starts. The new summer vacation starts. Moguls are still a really hot commodity right now. We did some cool airbrushing. Jimmy did some cool airbrushing on some moguls. We got some other moguls in the paint booth right now. Jose's painting those up. We're gonna see some cool paint jobs on some moguls. They're in hot demand still just because they're super limited supplies for the year. What else is new here at work? Merch. New merch. We got some cool new Dimond shirts. These are really nice, super soft American Apparel track shirts. Got some blue ones, got some gray and red ones. Got some flex fit hats here, 2 sizes of those. Snapback hats in the same style, flat bills or curved bills. Foam trucker caps with the gold Dimond logo. We launched those at KONA. These are really cool. Nice look on them. There you go, right there. So we got some new merch. We also have a cool thing that we're doing with a friend of mine who's a printing company in Dubuque, Iowa, to help small businesses. He's printing T-shirts, drop shipping them, and donating the money to small businesses from the profit. So we did the Dimond Superbike T-shirt, available in 4 different colors, a blue, a gray, a black, and a mint. Personally, I got one of each because, well, why not? Really cool Superbike design. It looks like the Superman logo, the Superman font on there. So it's 6 years old now, so it's kind of a retro design. So we'll throw a link to the fundraising Superbike shirt right here. Check it out. Do that. You can also check out the new merch on our personal website. And if you want to be added to my newsletter list, drop me a comment too. I can add you to the newsletter list so you can find out what's happening. Newsletters go out every other week here. Yeah, so let's hope for the sunny, bright future that we can start doing some kids' activities and make sure that that curve stays flat without any major spikes, because that's the only way to actually racing an Ironman this year. So I've got the hope. I hope you have the hope. And remember, from Shawshank Redemption, hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies.
Remember, Red, hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies.
All right, I'm TJ Tollakson. You just watched my ride of 1,000,000 miles, and if you liked it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Follow along. We ride every week here. Enjoy the ride. We'll see you next week.